I'm Zoe from Zoe at the Movies. Pleasure to talk to all of you. My first question is for Jack. I love the quote, Zenkos are, or the best Zenkos are the one that nobody knows. So where did this notion come from?
Well, I think the basic idea was there's so much social media, right? And everybody is competing for likes. And I mean, there are people on TikTok, the whole thing they do, or Instagram, is, oh, look at me, I'm giving these people this chance to win all this money. And we just thought, wouldn't it be nice if people just did nice things because they're nice things? And that not only did they not want credit, they actively hid so they didn't get credit. So you couldn't even figure out who was doing the nice things. And what would the world be like if people didn't obsessively do that? So that's where the idea came from. And I hopefully we pulled it off.
My question now is for Nakai and for Hartley. I think in the show, the kids definitely have a mentor. So who would you consider to be your mentor in real life if you have one? And why do you think it's important in general to have someone there?
I'd probably have to say maybe my parents. They throughout this whole process of doing this TV show, my mom would help label the script. My dad would help make sure that all the like my mic sounded good and my headphones were working. And they've taught me so many lessons throughout my life. And so, yeah, that's why I would have to say that they're my mentors.
So I think one of my mentors is my Aunt Nicole, because she's always like, okay, how can we fix this? Or how can we work harder? So I think that mentors can always come in like a different form or a different way.
Absolutely. I would also consider my mother to be my mentor. And I love that everyone can, I guess, have someone in their life that can always be there for them. Thank you. My next question is for Hartley. I think your character Ari definitely reminds me of Freddy from Shazam, played by Jack Dylan Grazer. Not sure if you know Shazam, but for sure your character would, because he's a total comic buff. So how important do you think is your character in the series? And why do you think kids with disabilities, I guess, can look up to him?
I think that also I do know who that is. But I think that it's really important for children to see somebody on TV who's like them. And I also think that it's really important that Ari, while he is disabled, it's not really the main focus of his character. He has lots of other character traits that make him who he is, but he just happens to be in a wheelchair.
I think the whole message of the show is definitely teamwork, or it's a big concept that you guys portray. So when you guys were recording your voices, were you guys together? Or I know sometimes voice actors are separate, or because COVID as well.
For this show, it was really amazing, honestly. I, because of my condition, am very susceptible to contracting diseases. And at the beginning of the pandemic, that was especially scary. The team was really amazing. And I recorded every single episode from a little studio in my bedroom. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I would have to say it was telepathy. How you say it, I forgot. But yeah.
We were forced to record separately because of the pandemic. In an ideal world, they'd all be in the room and they could feed off of each other. But I think they did an amazing job making it seem like they were all in the same room. We tried a couple of times to do Zoom calls and go back and forth. There's sort of a lag there that hurts the timing. But I thought the kids they really rose to the occasion. They're really fantastic actors.
For sure. And what's important is that we're here now and we're all talking and connected virtually.
Yeah, exactly.
For my final question, I want to invite the audience to watch Team Zenko that comes out March 15th. And for you guys, what do you think separates this animated series from others? And what do you think the audience is going to notice that they probably haven't seen in other series?
Well, we have 0 zombies. So that puts us different than half of all the shows on television. And you know what we have? We have a bunch of kids doing good deeds that are all friends, even though they disagree with each other. They live in a great little town, and they have a flying squirrel to hang out with. And all those things I think are reasons to watch the show.
I think what makes us different is the teamwork, because like Jax and Ellie do it from their heart, and they love the team and they want to help out as best as they can. And then Ari and Naya are like, okay, how do we do this? Thinking on their feet and like just really the brains. And also, I think they're really harmonized.
I would have to say the diversity in this show is, I think, really something that sets it apart. You know, we have, I think everybody has a character on this show that they can relate to in some way or another. And I think that's really amazing.
For sure, just by watching the trailer, that's something that definitely caught my eye as well, seeing how diverse and welcoming the show is. Thank you so much. Pleasure talking and meeting all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.